Do you ever wonder if people around you secretly find you attractive? It's a natural question, especially when signals can be so subtle that you're left second-guessing. Psychologists say there are clear clues, often given away by body language and subconscious reactions, that can reveal whether someone is drawn to you. By understanding these cues, you can gain confidence in reading people's true feelings. If you pay close attention to the subtle shifts in the way they behave, move, and speak, you may see that they're much more intrigued by you than they let on. One revealing sign is when people look at you at moments they think you're not watching. There's something called the glimpse effect, where if someone's eyes consistently stray in your direction and you catch them mid-gaze, they're almost certainly curious about you. It's an instinct we can't fully hide. When we're attracted to someone, our eyes tend to follow them, even if we'd prefer not to make it too obvious. Sometimes you'll notice a quick snap of eye contact followed by an immediate glance away, or repeated moments when you sense them checking on you from across the room. These little caught-you-looking moments can be especially revealing. You might also see them making sneaky adjustments to their appearance. This could be someone fiddling with their collar, touching up their hair, or subtly rechecking how their outfit lies. These gestures are part of self-grooming. On some level, people want to look their best in front of someone they're drawn to. It's a subconscious way of saying, "Notice me, I'm putting effort into how I look." Men and women alike do this, often without even noticing how frequently they're smoothing their shirt or tucking stray hairs behind an ear. Another subtle indicator involves leaning closer than necessary. When you talk, do they angle their body toward you, reducing any space between you? Leaning in is often about genuine engagement, but it's also connected to attraction. Think about how you behave around someone you dislike or feel neutral about. You don't tend to move in closer to them. If you sense that a person is frequently bridging that gap during a conversation, it's usually a clue that they find you interesting on more than just a casual level. An intriguing tip from psychology involves body temperature and mild signs of perspiration, especially in the palms. Attraction can activate stress responses similar to excitement. Someone's palms might get sweaty, or you might observe them tapping their foot more than usual because their heart rate is slightly elevated. If you notice these signals in combination with other behaviors, like nervous smiles or restless hands, it might suggest they're experiencing that little jolt of excitement whenever you're around. Mirroring is another strong, research-backed sign. Known as the chameleon effect, people unconsciously mimic the body language of those they like. If you tilt your head to one side, they might mirror that tilt. If you cross your legs, they do the same a moment later. It's not about copying you outright, it's an instinctive way to say, "I'm in sync with you." This behavior fosters a sense of rapport and closeness. You can even test it. Make a small shift in your posture and see if the other person adjusts accordingly without realizing. A change in someone's voice tone is also a reliable indicator. We tend to alter our pitch or speaking style when talking to someone we're attracted to. Perhaps a man's voice becomes a bit deeper or more resonant, or a woman's voice softens or slows down slightly. Part of this is about making ourselves sound more confident and appealing, and another part is a subconscious impulse to match the other person's speech patterns. If you notice someone playing with their hair, clothes, or jewelry, it can be another manifestation of nerves or self-focus. This is especially common in moments of flirting or heightened awareness of appearance. Even small fidgets, like adjusting a collar or repeatedly smoothing out a shirt, can reveal that they're trying to channel anxious energy or present themselves more attractively in your presence. Blushing and quickened blinking rates are two classic physiological signs that can betray attraction. Flushed cheeks happen when blood rushes to the face in moments of excitement or embarrassment, making it almost impossible to hide how someone is feeling. Rapid blinking is similar. It's a tiny stress response that often accompanies feeling excited or a bit self-conscious. When you see someone's face become noticeably red or their eyes blink more frequently as you talk, they might be feeling that spark of attraction. Closely related to these reactions is pupil dilation. When we see something or someone we like, our pupils expand involuntarily. It can be subtle, but if you're in a well-lit area and you notice someone's pupils look unusually large or dark when they gaze at you, it's often a definite sign they find you compelling. Of course, lighting or other factors can influence pupil size, so it's best to look for this sign alongside the others. Watch out, too, for sudden changes in mood, especially if they seem linked to your presence. People who are attracted to you might become noticeably happier or more animated when you appear. Or, if they see you talking to someone else in a playful way, they might show little flashes of jealousy or tension. Attraction often stirs up strong emotional fluctuations, excitement one moment, impatience or worry the next, because they're eager for your attention. Accidental touching can also be a sign of secret attraction. Maybe they brush your arm lightly, bump into you, or find small excuses for physical contact. In many cultures, personal space is guarded, so if someone accidentally bypasses those norms and touches you, it often points to a deeper interest. Some people are naturally more tactile, but if you notice consistent, gentle touches that nobody else seems to receive, that's likely deliberate on some subconscious level. Finally, indirect compliments can speak volumes. Instead of overtly saying, "You're gorgeous," the other person might praise your sense of humor, your unique ideas, or the calm energy you bring to a room. These are subtle ways to express admiration without risking outright rejection. If you notice someone often highlighting your positive traits or achievements in a friendly, supportive way, it's usually because they're drawn to you. If you see 6 or 7 of these signs from the same person, there's a good chance they find you attractive, even if they never openly say so. You might be surprised just how many of these behaviors crop up once you're paying attention. The key is to stay genuine. You don't need to change yourself or fake interest to keep someone's attention. Attraction rooted in authenticity tends to last far longer than any forced impression. If you sense that someone is showing these signs and you're interested too, you can encourage them with simple, relaxed gestures, smile back, mirror their posture, or offer a friendly conversation opener. And if you're not interested, that's okay. It's still helpful to recognize these signals so you can respond with kindness and boundaries rather than confusion. Above all, remember that the most confident way to attract people is to be yourself. Don't feel pressured to perform or pretend to be someone you're not. By understanding these psychological cues, you give yourself a head start in social interactions, but it's your genuine personality that makes meaningful connections last. Observe, stay true to who you are, and see how quickly you can spot the subtle ways others might be gravitating your way. If you find these insights helpful, keep them in mind the next time you sense someone's curious stare or notice that they're mirroring your every move, because there's a good chance they can't help being drawn to you.